event number or class number 2. So tonight we are going to specifically look at inviting and what that looks like, and Misha are going to actually demonstrate what that might look like for you. But if you have any questions, fill in and ask away about really anything. If something is, we can always hold it to the end if it doesn't have to do with inviting. If it just has to do with something else, that's fine. Stick it in the questions. Plus, it helps us know if there are things we need to develop as we go along through this training, because we are a beta version, if you will. This is our first time through, and we're creating trainings as we go along. Let me just say the why that I did last week. I did save all, now have them uploaded to YouTube. So what I want to do is package them, like create a playlist or something. I haven't exactly decided, but hopefully by the end of the week I will have decided. We'll have a link to some place where they all are, and if you want to use them with anyone in your team who's really struggling, you absolutely may use them. You're free to use them. You're free to share them with people cross-line too. Okay, that's just out there for anyone, anywhere, anyhow. Okay? Are there any questions before we show Melissa and anything I missed?
No, but thank you. That why journey has been amazing, Laura.
I'm so glad. It always deepens mine too.
Yeah, and it's amazing how much my why has changed over the years and deepening. So
you're welcome. My pleasure. All right. Well, do you guys want to hop into some inviting tips?
Yeah, Trisha's gonna start.
Sure. We'll be happy to do that. I'm going to try to get the display going here so that we're recording it so people who watch it can see the speaker. Let's see if that's going to work. Maybe yes, maybe no. It's focused on Laura right now, but that's okay because she's gorgeous. So we don't mind looking at Laura at all. So I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts on the whole idea of inviting. There are just a handful of skills that we really need when it comes to network marketing and sharing Young Living. And inviting is probably the most important one. It's something that you will be doing for your entire business life with network marketing and sharing Young Living. So we wanted to just hop in and demonstrate. Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting my Valor on right now. We're going to work with the script that's in the Essential Sharing book. It's on page 136. And because you're going to be starting by, that's Valor, by the way. We're going to be starting with inviting friends and family. We assume that they're going to take it kind of easy on you. There are going to be some that are going to be a little trouble, but for tonight, we'll give you some examples of someone kind of taking it easy on you. But I wanted to show you some of the things that I do before I start calling friends. One thing is I have a script in front of me. Right now I have my book open to page 136 because it's going to keep me on track for what I want to say. I do pop onto Facebook. If this is a friend that I'm connected with on Facebook, I pop on before I call them to make sure that this is an appropriate time in their life to call them. You never know. Things happen. And the last thing you want to do is to be calling and inviting someone to a sharing event when they've got some big life thing going on and they need you as a friend. Obviously, sharing oils with them is being a friend as well, but needing you in a different way. I also like to get my energy up. And there are some great techniques that Melissa has shared with us from Anthony Robbins. One of them is priming. And the thing that I love that I take from priming, and I know there's more to it, so Melissa, forgive me if I shorten this too much, but I stand up, and you can all do this with me if you can see me. Woo! I stand up, and I inhale. I do this 5 times. In, out. Woo! And I shake myself all over. I put my hands on my hips in a power pose. I am a powerful woman, and I have a gift to share with my friends. It puts a smile on my face. That's something I learned in corporate America, too. Get a smile on your face before you pick up the phone. And then I love, I'll put on my Stress Away, whichever oil you feel supports you best. Sometimes it's Magnify Your Purpose, a little Valor, a little Stress Away, whew, and you're good to go. Thank you, Laura. And then I pick up my phone, and right before I dial, I do a Mel Robbins 5-4-3-2-1. And if you're not familiar with that technique, it's an awesome way to just get you off the dime and do what you plan to do. So I'm getting ready to give Melissa, my friend Melissa, a call to invite her to a sharing event at my home. Now, Melissa is not yet a member of Young Living. So let me give 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's ringing.
Hey, Trish.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Oh, it's good to hear your voice. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. And it's lovely to hear your voice. It's always like a fresh ray of sunshine in my life when I get to talk to you.
Aw, thank you. What's up?
Well, you know, you've been on my mind. The last time you were over at my house, you told me how much you really like that Thieves' Hand soap in the bathroom. And so we're having a little get-together. It's on Wednesday, February 28th at 7 o'clock. And it's for people who want to learn more about the oils. Would you like to come?
I do.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I'd be so excited to have you there.
Do I have to bring anything?
Oh, no. We're going to keep it really simple and casual. You don't need to bring anything at all, just your sweet self.
Do I have to buy anything if I come? Is it a thing where I buy stuff?
Oh, Melissa, I'm so glad you asked. There is absolutely no pressure to buy anything. This is about an experience, so you can learn more about the products. And then you can decide for yourself if it's right for you or not. How does that sound?
Oh, so you're going to have those oils there too?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have oils and all kinds of fun stuff.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Oh, great. Well, I'm going to put you down on the list. And please just let me know if anything changes and you can't make it, okay?
Okay, what time is it at again? It sounds great.
It's going to be at 7 o'clock on the 28th.
Well, let me know if I could bring anything.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. It's going to be so much fun. I look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you for inviting.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I just hung up my phone like I had actually called her. Okay, so we would love to open this up to conversation and let you ask questions, share thoughts with us about things you thought went really smoothly or things that might have gone a little better. So I'm gonna, does anyone have any thoughts they'd like to share? Or Melissa, do you want to talk about the experience a little bit?
I hope that I know that you noticed. I'm like, because I had all these questions going on in my head. And that's what that's honestly legit how I respond to something. They're like, do you want to come to this? I'm like, that's what happens to me. So I was just trying to be authentic. Giving you like a hard time or anything, you're still one of my best friends.
Right? So
we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna give her a hard time.
Vicki talks about this in the book, and Chris talks about it in the book, that we really have to listen. And I could hear that hesitation. I knew there was something going on there. So I did my best to leave some pauses in the conversation to see if Melissa would ask a question. And I didn't push too hard, but I felt like we had gotten to the crux of the question when she asked if she had to buy anything. And I think you will have family members that feel that when you call them to invite them, oh, this is just to get me to buy something. So, if you have an authentic answer for them around that, so that they feel comfortable, they're just going to have the opportunity to experience the products. They liked what they tried or had experienced before. So you're giving them the opportunity to experience some more, learn a little more, and then decide for themselves if it's right for them or not.
I find that when I make it as personal as possible to that person, because I know you guys know that I'm a yellow, I'm just trying to help. If I'm saying, hey, listen, I know that we were talking a little bit about the oils recently, especially after your Facebook post about, you know what these people are Facebook posting about winter. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to have an event at my house where we're going to explore the oils. Like, if I'm really reaching what I'm not going to get that kind of, oh, why is she inviting me kind of thing. So make it as personal as you can. They say in the book. So, yeah. Good. Did we want to do another one, or were we just going to jump into the downline one?
Why don't we jump into the downline one?
Yeah. Unless before you guys, we're going to now do one of how we call the downline. But if you guys want in the chat to write down things that maybe your nurse say or you've heard people say, I don't usually get people having uncomfortable feelings when I invite them. It's usually when when they want to sign up, they're like, oh, do I have to buy stuff every month? They have all like that. Well, that was me. I asked 10,000 times.
Yeah. So Laura popped in a couple for us. I don't have time. I don't think I'm interested in the oils.
So let's do one more. So again, what Trisha mentioned earlier is that when we're calling, and that's what they say to start with, your close friends and family, they're not going to be giving you a hard time like I'm going to give her right now. You ready?
Oh, I need more stress away. Okay. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Hey, hello.
Hey, Melissa. It's Trisha. How are you?
Oh, Trisha, how are you? I'm good.
I'm doing great, thanks. It's so nice to hear your voice. There's always a smile in your voice, girl. So I'm calling you because the last time you were over to my house, you said that you really loved that stress away that we rolled on after that thing at work happened. And I'm having a little get together on Wednesday the 28th for people who want to learn more. So if I save you a seat, would you like to join us?
You know what? I really did like the stress away, but I'm really not into scents. They usually give me a headache. I'm just, it's not really my thing.
Oh, I totally understand. I have to be totally honest with you. I felt exactly the same way the first time I was exposed to the oils because I can't even walk down that cleaning aisle in the store without getting a headache. But here's what I found. These oils really are different from the other things out there. And for me, we've been using them for quite a while now. And I find that I just don't have a problem with them at all. If I put a little sample in a bottle, would you be interested in trying that and see what you think?
Oh, you're going to bring it to work? Sure.
Yeah. Is there something you really like some peppermint or lavender? Is there something that you've been wondering if oils could help you with?
I don't know. What do people use oils for? I thought they're just perfumes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is something totally different. Yes, they can smell great, but they can also help our bodies in so many ways. They can help us get a better night's sleep, comfort us, raise our moods a little bit. So maybe I'll put a little lavender in a sample bottle for you. It's one of my favorites, and I'm going to tell you, it's one of the ones that a lot of my friends have had some troubles with. They've gotten used to what's in the stores and they call lavender. So this is really something different. I'd love for you to give it a try. If I bring some, would you give it a try?
You don't have anything for my sinuses, do you? Like this time of year is miserable.
Well, there are some oils that really help me feel like I can breathe more easily. There's actually a blend that's called RC, and it's got all kinds of eucalyptus oils in it. It's really lovely. I think you might like it a lot.
I have one of those light bulb things where I could put it on the light bulb and it heats it up. I have one of those from a long time ago.
Yeah, they were very popular for a while, but what I found with my oils is that they can actually impact the efficiency of the benefits of the oil. So I'd suggest that you just try maybe putting it on a cotton ball even and sniffing it off of that instead of warming it up. That's not really good for pure essential oils.
It's like there's a lot to learn. Are you going to have all the oils at your house at that party?
We will have some oils to, not all of them because that would be crazy, but we will have some oils for you to enjoy and experience. Yeah. So I think you might get a kick out of this.
Maybe I will come. When is it again?
It's the 28th at 7 o'clock. We're keeping it really small and casual. So, if something comes up and you feel like you can't come, just let me know.
Well, as long as I don't get a headache from it, then
I
that
totally
might be-
understand. I
Okay.
went through that myself, and I have never had a headache from these. I think you're going to love them.
All right. I'll see you at work tomorrow. That sounds great.
All right, Melissa, take care. See you then.
Bye.
Bye. So you can see that even people who have been doing this for a while can still get really flustered when friends come. No. That's what we want to show you. You know, we're not here to be perfect. We're here to show you real life. So did that feel like anything any of you have experienced before?
I was just being really authentic. Like I was legit role playing with you. I'm like, I'm this lady who's not really interested. But as soon, so I mean, I wasn't as soon as you brought it to a need that I had, and that's usually when I get people being very uncompliant. But then I just speak compliantly. I'm like, oh, we've agreed with this. But as soon as you bring it to a need that somebody has, then that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go to a party that I don't know anything about or why it's going to help me. But if it's going to help me or my family, like I'm there.
Yeah. So I hope that after seeing that, some of you are sitting there saying, well, dang, I could do better than that. So that would be awesome. We are getting some questions about the pyramid question, and it just happened at church yesterday. Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry to hear that. Is this another MLM company? So those are actually two different questions, right? The pyramid question. So Melissa, how do you like to respond to that one?
Can I answer that one? Because that's
oh, sure. Yeah, Laura, go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer because this one I will tell you that it took me my very, very quick, my story. My friend who is my sponsor, she and I had been coaching each other actually for about 5 years. Once a week we'd meet on the phone for an hour she's a financial guru. I mean, really, she literally is a financial therapist. She's amazing. And she, about a year before we joined, I've heard about this network marketing thing, and you can build residual income, and I really think this would be a good thing. She did all the research. She looked into all 3 different companies. She did all the research into the comp plans, into the products, and she couldn't find anything. And one time she came to a call and she said, do you know about Young? And I'm a yoga teacher. I've known about Young Living for 20 years. I never joined. I kept getting oils through people, so I never had my own account. But I oh my God, I love Young Living. It's the best. These products are really amazing. I've known they're amazing for 20 years. She said, well, then you got to do this with me. I still said no for 4 months because I didn't really know why. I said, I don't know. I don't think it's for me. I just don't think it's for me. I don't think so. And every week, are you sure? You would love this. These products are amazing. People, people who would love them. You're a yoga teacher. People have natural products in there. Finally, she said, so what is it really that has you? And I said, I'm not sure. I think it's because it's a pyramid thing. And she said, what is that? And she said, what is that exactly? And I paused and said, I have no idea. And that's how I now approach people. Okay. So we actually Googled it at right then. What is a pyramid thing? I'm not kidding. Because I said, I don't know what it is. Everyone just says it's a bad thing. And what I realized, then I said, oh, okay, it's not even a pyramid thing. I'm good. I'm in. I signed up. But here's the point, is most people don't really know what they're talking about, pyramid thing. So I don't get defensive. Because that's where I did initially. I was like, oh no, don't worry. It's not. It's okay. Really awkward. But now I say, well, what do you think a pyramid thing is? And that is such a great question because first of all, it disarms them because it's like, well, what do you think it is? And if they say, and then they can answer in a number of ways. That thing that's illegal where people buy in and there's no products there. No, it's definitely not that. That's illegal. Young Living is monitored by the what is it? The Federal Trade, FTC, Federal Trade or whatever. Multi is, and it's not that. Don't worry about it. If they say, it's shaped like a pyramid, you're at the top, no one else makes money at the bottom, or you make, but you're the one at the top. It's like, actually, no. People near the bottom can make more money than the person on the top, and it's kind of cool how that works. And they might say, well, you make money off your family and friends. I say, yeah, it's awesome. I can make money while I'm sleeping because I shared something with someone that's benefiting them and they're loving it. That is such a cool thing. And all of a sudden they've shifted their own awareness, right? It is an opportunity for education. And that's just ask for more information. Well, tell me more. What are you thinking? When someone says, is it one of those multi-levels? I respond like Chris and Vicky say, yeah, awesome. It's the best. I love it. Yeah, does that help the person who asked? And is there anything to add from Melissa and Trisha? Do you guys have anything to add?
Well, on last week's homework, there's a whole section on pyramid scheme versus network marketing. And so that, like, yes, it's amazing. Where else do you get rewarded for sharing? And with you recommend movies and restaurants all the time. Give you like anything. This is what we do, and something's awesome. But I also like to tell the story about how Young Living, they chose the network marketing approach because there's so that went around how to use the oils, what they're for, and empowering people that that's what I love doing. And so this is all about. So let me help you.
We had a question from Liz too, and I think this happens to a lot of people. If I find that if I give an out at the end, people sometimes cancel last minute. What could be a better way to word that at the end of the conversation?
What's an out?
I think saying if anything changes, let me know. Is that what you mean, Liz?
Oh. Well, I like to say, so we only have a certain amount available, so I'm marking you down, and if you can't make it, please let me know with enough time so I can invite somebody else. So they know the last minute that they're really taking the opportunity away from somebody else.
Right. I do that as well. I let them know that it's a small kind of exclusive gathering. Maybe I didn't do that as well tonight. And then there's also the important thing about confirming the day before. So you do have to call back and confirm everybody. And I like to take a real positive approach with that. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Do you need directions? If there's someone that they might be able to pick up along the way, would you mind giving a ride to Melissa so that you can arrive together? So, we haven't spoken yet about Eric Worre. There are some more tools out there for you beyond this script if you feel you need more support around inviting. And so Eric Worre has a really fantastic set of scripts and goes into kind of a strategic way of inviting and getting 3 yeses from someone before you end the conversation. And that way you know that they are confirmed for your upcoming event.
And I also wanted to point out how Trisha used the feel, felt, 3 Fs. What are those?
Feel, felt, found. I didn't quite get the whole thing in there, but
yeah, but so like that active listening, is that an Eric? I've just heard that many places. As an objection, getting to that place where you're hearing them and active listening, and then you're on the same page.
So what she's saying is when she says, I feel like scents give me a headache. Oh, I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And this is what I found. It's really the chemicals and synthetics and aromas that affect you. And if something is pure, it's not going to. Now, if you didn't feel it, you can share someone else's story. Because I've never actually had, well, that's not true. I guess I do have a problem with synthetics and chemicals. I definitely get a headache when I walk by Bed Bath & Beyond. But I will share someone else, understand how you feel. Others have felt the same way, and this is what they've found.
And I have to do that when I get questions about, because I don't have any kids, so I like sharing stories about my friends. And all my I'm Aunt Melissa to a lot of kids.
Okay, so do we want to demo the inviting a downline?
Yes, and has everybody read how exactly the model of the home parties? Do you want to explain that at all, Trisha? Just the background, how it's a home party and so to this home parties where you're sharing, we're inviting either new people, or if it's somebody in your downline, they could invite a friend, but they're not coming by themselves to people to Young Living. I feel like I didn't do a very good job of explaining that.
Can I actually hop in? Because I've had a conversation with Vicki about this.
Yes.
This is really the whole premise of heart-centered sharing, is you're helping people share too, from your heart to their heart. And while being able to talk about the business to find your business builders is a good thing, in Young Living, most people get the back door. Vicki's got all the statistics, and I think it's like 98% of diamonds and above got into the sharing through the back door, meaning they often said they weren't going to, but they brought a friend to an event and got a couple people signed up and got a check and said, ooh, that could do this. And so really the heart of heart-centered sharing is inviting to invite. So yes, you're doing your prospecting, absolutely. And you're still inviting people. And as soon as and you're always enrolling forever and ever and ever, you're always enrolling, never let it go. And she said, the sweet spot is within 2 to 3 weeks when someone enrolls that you have gotten in contact with them again, checked in with them. How are things going? Before you get off the call, you say, and I have an event coming up next weekend. Would you like to invite somebody? Would you like to bring someone? Is there someone you'd like to introduce, or someone you who could use these in their life? And to realize that 7 out of 10 people will say no forever. And that's okay. Like, because that was my thing. I said, it doesn't work for me, Vicki. And I said, I call people and they never have anyone. She said, 6 people and you stopped. I said, oh my God, like literally, I think it was 6 people. I said, yeah. And she said, honey, 7 out of 10 will always, and the 3 out of 10, one of her Royal Crown Diamond legs, she asked 6 times to bring someone until that person finally brought someone's time that she asked her. And she said, you got to keep going. And she said, you don't call and keep annoying them. Do you have someone? Do you have someone? Do you have someone? And you say, hey, how are things going? What can I do to support you? Hey, and by the way, I have an event. Do you have someone you'd like to introduce to them? So this is what we're talking about here, your downline. And right, did I introduce that right? You guys, Melissa and Trisha, I just realized I did such a
better job. And
it was a good conversation. It was very illuminating, and that's the piece I want you to know, is to not let yourself get bummed out and stop when you hit 6 like some of us did. Keep going.
All right. Yes, I'm sorry I interrupted. I didn't know if you can mute everybody, Trisha, as host.
I can.
Some background noise. But yes, that's why.
Now you have to unmute yourself.
That's
Melissa.
good.
There you go.
So that's why and I'm calling the downline, that's why Trisha is going to say that she doesn't have anybody to bring, and that's the premise of sharing her. So Trisha signed up last month, and I'm kind of putting this in with a care call, as well, like seeing how she's doing, if she has any questions, and I'm going to invite her to my little thing. This is fun. Hey, Trisha.
Well, hey, Melissa.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Good. I just want to check in. How are you liking your premium starter kit?
Oh, when I opened up the top and I found that Stress Away, I was so happy. I love Stress Away. I got it on right now.
Oh, I know. That's one of my favorite ones to diffuse in the cotton ball, and I stick it in my vent. I know that you got the Progessence Plus too when you ordered. Do you have any questions about how you're using that? Are you doing it every night?
Well, yeah, I'm doing it at night. I'm like putting it on the sides of my throat. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I personally put 2 drops on my inner arms and to my throat every night, but it really has a cumulative effect, so you want to use it consistently.
Okay, I'll keep going with it then.
Yeah, it's great for the hormone system. I'm excited. But the reason I'm also calling is I wanted to let you know that I'm having another one of those oil shares, like the one month, We're going to do it on the 29th at 7 o'clock. And it's for people who have a friend or two that they would like to introduce a living lifestyle. Do you think that you'd like to come and bring a friend or two? And just so you know, anyone that enrolls right underneath you.
Okay, I have no idea what that means, but I would love to come. I would love to learn more about these. I mean, that was so much information in one night. I'd love to come hear it again.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely would love to. This is especially for people that are brand new. So if anyone comes that's already a member, it's so they could bring somebody else. We have monthly members that are open to everyone, but this one is especially for sharing for brand new people. So do you think that there might be one or two people that you might want to share this with?
Oh, wait. Well, there's Kelly, my friend Kelly at work. She always says how much she loves, gosh, she's always mooching oils off me. She loves the Stress Away too.
Nice. Is she already an oil user?
Well, she talks about using oils. I don't think she's a member of Young Living though.
Cool. I'll let you check in with her because I don't want to confuse anyone, or if she's already a member of a different company, then we usually talk to them privately because we don't want to confuse anyone. But
okay. Well, I'll check with her. But yeah, let me give her a call and see if she wants to come. When is it again?
So it'll be the 29th at 7.
Okay.
And I'll mark the two of you guys down. I only have space for a certain amount of people. So I'm going to mark you guys down. If any, let me know like in the next couple of days, just so I could open up that space to somebody else. But we'll do the same thing. We're going to go through all the oils and have the same experience, and we'll share, and you'll get and absorb more, and we'll get Kelly all the information as well.
Oh, that sounds great, Melissa. Thank you for calling. I really appreciate it.
Oh, and just to answer your question, you know how I'm your sponsor. So if you have any questions and you used my member number when you signed up.
Oh yeah,
number you got. Yeah, if somebody, because I'd be like, I want a diffuser and all that too. Just give them your member number, and of course I'm here to support them too. We're all, but that's what it means to.
Oh, cool. Okay, well that makes sense. Then. Thank you. All right, cool. Well, I'll let you know, Melissa.
All righty.
Thanks for calling.
29th at 7.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Boy, I really flopped over that enroller question. It gets smoother. I swear, you guys totally do a better job than this. My calls never are this uncomfortable. Ever.
Well, we're performing for an audience. That's part of it.
How was that, everybody?
Oh, say we had one question that came up. We had one question that came up in the previous chat about why can't I just buy the oils from you?
I still want to learn stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, don't you want to learn how to use them and what they're for? Like, that's the whole point.
My favorite, am I unmuted? Yeah. My favorite response to that is, I don't sell oils. I don't actually see myself as selling oils. I've always seen myself as I just teach people how to use them and then show you how you can get them for yourself.
That's what I do too. I said, I don't stock and sell them, but I'll be happy to help you get your own account and get the best deal.
Oh, that's what they ask when it's time to order something. I'm like, I thought it was about the party, but yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Missing out on getting a lot of stuff if they don't have their own membership. It's so empowering.
So Melissa, did you want to share some thoughts on what to do after you have a call with somebody? Maybe some thoughts on tracking your contacts?
Okay. So you have to follow up because even what they said about giving an out and people canceling that last minute, if you look at the outline, I don't know how you follow up the next week and then the night before, like it's all written out here. You're not going to have people who are in it as often because you're really following up. But also, I would have followed up with Trisha a couple days later because she was thinking about bringing Kelly. I'm like, hey, I just wanted to check in and see if you talked to Kelly, if you guys had any questions, because she was still a little shaky. So you have to do some kind of, if it's a little 3x5 card For me, I'm really unorganized, but yet I do organize. So I usually just have I usually just have a pen. And it's a mess, but I know it's all here. And for somebody like Trisha, who's super organized, she'd probably make a spreadsheet. I have the office that I got from Life Science Publishing, and I still just have random papers in there everywhere. So there's a lot. There's a lot of follow up and organize, but this is something that we're going to talk about throughout this entire book, because the follow up is the most important part. The follow up, I feel, is even more important. So however you want to track, you're going to need to track, because sometimes people are going to say they're not available. Sometimes they're going to say, oh, away next month, can you invite me to the next one? Like, you need to keep track of everything and the conversations you've had. And just like Laura said, she was invited 4 to 6 times, like, just a no is just a no for now sometimes, or so you just got to give them more opportunities. Most people need 6 to 12 exposure. Not everybody's going to say yes right away. So, and some people won't say yes until they get to a point where it actually means something to them. I remember that might be helped, or they have an aha moment. So yeah, just stay in.
And I will say, technically, she probably asked me
12 exposures.
because it was 3 months meeting once a week, so probably 12 times. And I never felt pressured. It was so, just so you know, it was just like, she just kept saying, are you sure? She didn't really care one way or the other. She just kept saying, are you really? This is so good for you. Are you sure? And every week I'd say, no. And then here I am.
And I just one thing, because how Trisha has the 3, 2, 1 and all that, which is awesome. I do up and down often. But my mind about making phone calls was because I honestly had this belief in my head that I was inconveniencing someone, that my strong belief that I was inconveniencing somebody if I made a phone call. And I talked to, I talked to my upline. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. And she's like, are you kidding me? You're blessing their life. You're potentially changing your life. You're doing a service. They want to hear from you. And she just said it with such conviction. It just changed what was inside of me. And I'm like, oh, I'm being of service right now by calling somebody. I'm giving them information they want and they're asking for. And that changed everything like that. I no longer feel like I'm bothering someone. So get to the core of why you're on phone calls and give yourself the opportunity to create a different belief around it. And we could help work you, book posts and comments like we're doing in the chat here too.
Okay, Laura, do you want to wrap us up for tonight?
Sure. Did we get through all the questions? I think we did. Good. All right, guys, let us know if you have any questions. This week, you are going to be beginning. So I put in the announcement that the people you want to invite are your family, your friends, people that you're most comfortable doing this in front of, and as soon as possible, begin to invite the people you would like to do the business with, and that. And my sister-in-law, and it's great. They're my two biggest, couple of my biggest legs, and it's just fun because we get to do it together as a family, and we go together, and it's really, really fun. And think about that. Think about who you'd like to do the business with. Do you have a best friend, a friend from childhood, a cousin that you would enjoy doing this with? Get them to those first events, especially if they're people that are really supportive of you and you feel comfortable getting in front of them, because I think it's nice to get them going early, for sure. If you have any questions, though, about inviting, please let us know and work with that through live streams during the week as well. So, did I miss anything, Melissa and Trisha?
No, but I can almost guarantee it'll go better than our role plays, so.
It's all downhill, you guys. It's all downhill. They only have a few years experience. That was awesome. And you know what? That's kind of how it goes. It's all good. are joining us. Have a spectacular night. Let us know how we can support you. And I hope this helps you, inspire you to ignite your Young Living business. Have a good day.
Good night, everybody.